This one might be a tad tough for you, but we'll see.
Oh, gosh. Boy.
What team drafted Kobe Bryant?
What team drafted Kobe Bryant?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like a loaded up question.
No.
So it's obviously not.
Think close to home. I'll help you that
Not
much.
the L.A. Lakers.
No.
Oh, so it must have been the Charlotte Hornets.
It was the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, well, you said close to home.
Which U.S. states intersect at four corners?
Ah. Yeah, they're known as the Four Corners, yeah.
Yeah, you can stand in the corner and be in four
All
states
right,
at
let
once.
me think. Colorado.
That's one of them.
Oh, my gosh. What's west of Colorado? Is Kansas in there?
Kansas?
Yeah.
No.
Colorado, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Let's see. Nevada?
No.
All right, forget it. I don't know.
Arizona and Utah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Due west of Colorado is Utah, of course.
Which astronomer popularized the theory that the sun is the center of the solar system? Turns out he was wrong, but
Galileo?
Galileo. No. Copernicus.
I don't even get multiple choice on these things.
No. All right. Phaseolus vulgaris. That's Latin. It's the name of which common vegetable?
Joe Biden.
Ding, 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 ding.
Phaseolus fugarius. Phaseolus fugarius. It's a common vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could pick anything. It's a common vegetable. Let's go with lettuce.
Green beans.
Oh, that was in my head. Green beans.
Which U.S. state is known for its pretzel factories? You should know this one.
Snyder.
Which state is known for its pretzel factories?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. That's right.
Isn't that Snyder? Snyder.
It doesn't say.
Pretzels,
It just
yeah.
says which state. What is the longest running Broadway show in history?
Was it not Cats?
No.
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, if the guy wearing the plate on half his face has been up there the longest. What did the admission to Disneyland initially cost?
Admission?
Mm-hmm. How much did it cost to get into Disneyland initially?
In Anaheim, California.
Yeah.
1950 something. I don't know. Let's call it $1.
It was $1. What is it now? $208 a day for one kid?
Yeah, plus the nanny and everything else, yeah.
What is the name of the band both Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley were members of before forming Kiss?
Oh, of course. Like I'm going to know that. I don't know. I don't know. The
Wicked Lester.
Wicked Lester.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
What's the name of your band? Wicked Lester.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Heck if I know.
Yeah, you could have
Maybe I ought to call it Kiss.
You could have put a bazooka to my head, and I never would have gotten that. So,
which guitarist once won a national squirrel shooting contest?
Shooting?
Mm-hmm. Think about this. Which artist is kind of an outdoors person?
With a rifle?
Yeah.
And it's a guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Real easy.
I think he's had TV programs about the outdoor.
Really?
Ted Nugent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. But that's a very ridiculous question. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, he's a good patriotic American, Ted Nugent. Yep.
What is the medical term for the inability to feel pain? Fortunately, I have this, so when my father gave me a spanking, I just sat there and went,
The medical term for the inability to feel pain. I guess that,
Are you finished, Dad? No.
being a Democrat? I don't know. The inability to feel pain. I've never heard the term before.
Congenital anagalesia,
Oh, great.
or analgesia, Analgesia.
So a little kid who has this condition cannot be spanked?
Can't feel foot pain.
Oh,
Well, this is a dangerous condition because
yeah,
you can bleed up something hot and you don't know it.
right.
Burn a hole in your skin or face or
Yep,
whatever.
Sure. Cut yourself? Yeah.
You got to be real careful. It'd be nice if you could cut it on and cut it off.
That would be nice, yeah. Selective use.
What is the only state in the U.S., A, that borders just one other state?
There's only one such state?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I've never really thought about that very much.
We have about how many boarding hours? 5?
It borders only one other state. I know that's going to be so obvious if I could just think about it. Maryland?
Maryland. No. Maine.
Maine.
What is the world's tallest statue?
Statue?
Mm-hmm.
So not building. An actual statue.
You probably won't get this.
It's the one in China,
It's
isn't it?
in India.
Oh, India. India, okay.
It is in India.
And what is it? Some big Hindu?
Statue of Unity.
Oh, okay. Never been to India yet, so I wouldn't know that.
Before becoming a rock icon, he had a brief, unsuccessful career as a folk singer and even a mime.
And as a mime and a folk singer before becoming what?
A rock icon.
A rock icon. Let's go with
He even has his own Sirius channel.
Oh, and right now?
Yeah.
Oh, a rock icon.
I wouldn't give you a nickel for his music, but some people do.
So he's alive and he's a rock icon. Okay. I wish I knew anything about rock. You wouldn't give him a nickel for his, I don't know, Buddy Holly?
David Bowie.
Oh, he's a rock icon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, he's got his own Sirius channel.
Well, so does Sinatra, but at least Sinatra has talent.
Which legendary frontman of Queens holds a degree in art and design? In other words, a nothing degree. And he also created the band's iconic crest logo.
And he's a front man?
Yes.
Does that mean that he precedes them on the stage?
No, he's the main guy.
Oh. And he's with
Like Mick Jagger's the front man for the Stones.
Okay, so he's with Queen. Okay, I have no idea.
Freddie Mercury.
Sorry. I am completely ignorant about all things to do with rock music and that kind of stuff.
This guy is a member of the Rolling Stones and briefly studied at the London School of Economics before committing to a full-time music career. In other words, he says, "Oh, this subject's kind of hard. I think I'll go make music." And, of course, he made about $100 million worth of it.
The Rolling Stones, huh?
Maybe even $1 billion worth.
This is a music
You got 1 in 4 chance.
centric thing here. Obviously, we're not going to talk about anything but music today.
No.
I don't know.
Mick Jagger.
Oh, okay. If I had said that, I was afraid it was, I don't know. I don't know.
say you had a 1 in 4 chance. Pick one.
Yeah, but I don't even know who the 4 members of the Rolling Stones are.
Somebody take this boy out back and shoot him.
Well, I'll go to work for Spectrum, and then you can shoot me.
Now I'm going to take my walking cane with up to the side of your head. He was a paratrooper in the U.S. Army's 101st Airborne Division before he was honorably discharged due to a back injury. Became a very famous music singer, guitarist, Woodstock. I
All
should
that
give
stuff.
it away.
All that stuff, huh? Let's go with,
The Star Spangled Banner,
is that an American? An American?
I guess. Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
You don't know anything about Woodstock, do you? Or he
I
did
was-
the Star
I was-
Spangled Banner
I
on
was
the.
like
on the- on
I was
the
a young
guitar.
boy when Woodstock took place.
How many tins does a standard fork have? Standard dinner fork have? In other words, how many forks?
How many little pointed ends?
Yeah.
4.
It is 4. Been a while since you got one.
Well, that was a culinary question.
What was the first vegetable ever to be grown in space?
Hunter Biden. Let's see. The first vegetable to be grown in space. Was it the tomato?
Potato.
Oh, the potato.
Yeah, almost got it. Have it your way is the memorable slogan of what fast food restaurant?
Hold the pickles, hold the lettuce. I guess that would be Burger King.
It would be. What kind of chef works directly beneath the head or executive chef?
That would be the sous chef, I believe.
That's right.
SOUS.
Promise frites is the French term for what popular American side dish?
French fries.
That is correct.
Pommes frites.
Pommes frites. Is that how it's said?
Oui.
Ask me how much French I've taken. Only know one French word. Tais-toi.
Tais-toi.
I mean, shut the bleep up.
Oh, well, that comes in handy, I'm sure.
It does. When I'm around somebody speaking French, I go, tais-toi.
Yeah.
And they look at me like, uh-huh.
Did you use that?
Ruh-roh.
Did you use that at the DMV by any chance?
No, they were all very nice to me. That's why I got out in 10 minutes.
Still one of the great
They
stories.
took one of the worst shots of me ever taken. You look at me on my driver's license, you go, that's not you. It's that bad.
Wow.
When was Diet Coke unveiled to the U.S. public?
Now,
It was July 8th of what year?
of what year? The year was I know that I was alive.
That's when they had cyclamates and it actually tasted good.
Oh, okay. Let's go with 1971.
1982.
Oh, really? That 82, the year I graduated from Virginia Tech, my
The
dreadful
year I built 100 homes in a year.
my dreadful alma mater, which is welcoming the governor of Virginia as its commencement speaker. They announced yesterday. Not another penny from me for Virginia Tech.
Sir Elton John's tribute to Princess Diana. The double-sided Candle in the Wind, 1997, and The Way You Look Tonight garnered the top spot for the year. The song, however, was originally written for what fallen icon when it first hit the chart?
Boy, that was a convoluted. Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn Monroe is correct. Very good. I didn't have to do my Marilyn Monroe impression.
Goodbye, Norma Jean.
Another dark song, Brian Vander Ark wrote this song in response to guilt he had after his ex-girlfriend in 1991 had an abortion. What's the song?
Boy, what's the guy's name?
Brian Vander Ark.
Vander Ark. 1991, the girl has an abortion, and he's feeling the guilt about it. As well he should.
Also known as the Verve Pipe.
Yeah.
The Freshman.
The Freshman. Again, not in my wheelhouse at all.
Not many Billboard songs get the attention of the Supreme Court, but this song, which peaked at number 7 in the late 1997, did, and is about a rather famous toy. What is the song?
And it drew the attention of the Supreme Court?
Mm-hmm.
and it's a famous toy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. What's the name of the song?
It's the same name as the toy.
The same name as the toy. Let's go with... there's so many toys. Mr. Potato Head.
Barbie Girl.
Barbie Girl. And why did it get the Supreme Court's attention?
I
Was
don't
it
know.
considered
That's your project for tomorrow.
highly sexist, probably.
Which cartoon began in 1999? And you thought to yourself, why are they putting this cartoon on TV? What happened to Quick Draw McGraw and Superman and Batman and Wile E. Coyote? And
Was that
instead they stick up this cartoon, and you say, there's no way on God's green earth they'd ever put this on TV.
was it South Park?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, who lives in under the sea? How many episodes of that I watched with my daughter? I can't begin to tell you.
God, you had to watch that crap.
She was a small child, yes, at one point.
Across which two continents was there a total eclipse in 1999? I don't expect you to get that. Europe and Asia.
Okay. By the way, SpongeBob had a buddy named Patrick the Starfish, who I believe is the guy who showed up from Spectrum yesterday.